What's my background? I get asked by people all the time, and I've got asked on here in a comment just the other day what it was on the Handexer hand gripper video. I've sold a shit ton of those Handexer hand grippers over there. I don't even know how many. I don't want to tell you a lie. If you're one of those smart enough to be able to look it up in my TikTok shop and see my stats, you'll see I've sold a lot of them in this past week or two. Anyway, they're like, what do you do for a living, or what do you do for a job? Dude, I don't get out in public often, but when I do get out in public, I do typically get that asked a lot. You know, that same question, what do you do? And dude, it puts me in a damn weird position every time, because do you know how hard of a question that is for me to answer? I can sit here and start going through all the different ways that I generate income, and none of it is to boast or brag. Once again, I'm not saying it's a shit ton of income. That's not my point. Don't take me wrong. That ain't what I'm saying. It would shock you if you knew all the different tentacles I've got. That's what I'm saying. And you might be like, how do you juggle all that? Well, that's an easy question for me to answer, because I've always fucking had to. You hear that? I've always fucking had to. I ain't never had no goddamn handout. And I ain't never had no goddamn safety net waiting to catch my fucking ass neither. And I've always known that. So if the ship sinks, I'm the one steering the fucking wheel. You got me? So, with that being said, I always wanted to have a family, right? And I knew that if I was going to have a family, I better by God put myself first if I was in charge of that family, because I knew that family was what? Who they looking at? They looking at me to take care of them. That's what a family does. And as the man in charge is what I'm supposed to do, ain't it? So by God, that's what I've always done. And I sell so much fucking shit that I can't even talk about on here. Nothing illegal. It's just stuff that we can't talk about on here. But a guy come down here, was handing me $3,000 something just the other day, and he was laughing, and he told me right to my face. The guy said, where are you going? And he said, I'm going to Tanner's house. I gotta go pick up my order. And they said, damn, that dude's an asshole, ain't he? And he started laughing. He said, he wants everybody to think that. He said, but deep down, he said, that's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And I didn't ask him that. He just took it upon himself to share it with me. So a few days later, another person told me, they're like, Taylor, they're like, everybody thinks you're a dickhead. And I'm like, and I just laughed. I don't know why they think that. Maybe because I just never been Mr. Group guy. I ain't never wanted to be a part of no damn group to this day. I ain't never been able to be a part of no group, if you want to know the truth about it. That's probably all due in part likely why I ain't never been able to work for nobody neither. I've had like 13 different jobs the last I tried to tally it up before I started working for myself. And I started working for myself in 2005. I was only 23. So you're talking about from like 16, 20, in 6 years I had like 13 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Fired every time, or quit in devastating fashion with a very cool story to tell about it. I got all kinds of good stories to tell. But anyways, I ain't never been able to work for nobody. So I had to get real good at figuring out ways to earn income on my own accord, because last I checked, they still ain't nobody out there lined up outside that fucking door out there waiting to give me some money. You see what I'm saying? I've always known that. And there ain't nobody out there waiting outside your door neither, is there? Look out there right now. Is there anybody at your door out there right now waiting to give you a check? I doubt it. There ain't nobody waiting to give me one out there neither. So, welcome to the club. So, if you're the type of person that's like me and you can relate to not sitting around on your ass and looking for a handout or waiting for the next handout or just wondering where the next handout's coming from, fuck the handouts. That's the problem with everybody. I'm going to be the guy that sits here right now and shares with you some more ways, some very interesting ways in which you can start today earning income yourself. How can you do it? Am I full of shit? You think I'd jeopardize my credibility by making such a statement? If you knew me deep down and knew what I feel about credit, or how I feel about credibility, and my understanding of credibility, and that's all that I got in this world, and that's the only thing that keeps the income coming in, then you know that I don't fuck around when it comes to credibility. So if you want to hear about a way you can very easily, in my opinion, begin earning extra income for yourself right here today, I'm going to share with you right now on how to do it. I just took a brand new page full of notes right here minutes ago after a phone call with my buddy. And if you care to hear about it, I don't mind telling you. So, I got to back up in time a little bit to tell you how I even got started in this right here. So, background, told you 2005, started working for myself. Started a company called Tennessee Technicians. I was 23 years old. All we did was wildlife removal. Yes, what it sounds like. Squirrels, raccoons, possums, skunks, beavers, rats, mice, voles, moles, stinging insects, you name it, I took care of it. I first started doing that type of work in Marietta, Georgia, then quickly moved to Sarasota, Florida, and then moved back from Sarasota back home to Tennessee in November of 2005, once again, and started Tennessee Technicians, which at that time, we were nothing more than, they wouldn't know we, I was nothing more than an animal catcher, whatever you want to call it, nuisance wildlife removal, okay? That's what I did. And as the years progressed, fast forward to 2008, I received an opportunity to go work with a nationwide pest control company, which I wasn't even interested in, but they made me a good offer that I recognized I could still keep my business and run it if I was willing to train their people in wildlife, as well as conduct termite and what became known as crawl space encapsulation cells. You know, I didn't even know what that was. Ended up having to go to Atlanta for like a week and stay and learn more about this, which everything that I learned is totally different than anything that you've ever seen in any of my particular project videos. So, as that tenure finished, once my 1 year was up, I started doing all of that stuff that I had learned via my own brand, Tennessee Technicians. And that is what I have done ever since. And over the years, of course, I got crews involved. I've now trained people in multiple states across the country. Many of you have likely seen my project videos throughout the years. Maybe you have not. I'm not here to brag about those. I'm just trying to let you know what I have done. So I was always crawling underneath houses, doing the nastiest things that a person can imagine that no other person wants to do. And I did all of that better than anyone in the fucking world has ever to this day. Go look at the timeline and check it out with your own eyeballs if you think I'm bullshitting. They ain't never been able to find nobody replicate what I do. I've trained tons of companies on how to do it. And I've seen their projects. And do they look like my projects? No, they don't. And did I understand before I ever trained them that they wouldn't be able to replicate me no matter what I told them? I knew that. How did I know that? Because, dude, you're either fucking wired like this or not. I'm about fucking crazy. You know, everyone says I'm OCD. Well, you can't train that. You see what I'm saying? You can't train people to care. That's what I've always said. So, I was coming down the mountain back in 2012, just finished up a squirrel job. Did he just say squirrel job? I just said squirrel job. And as I was coming down the mountain, I got a call from a guy I hadn't spoken to in years, and his name was John Spencer. And John used to own a bicycle shop here in town called Spin Dogs. And I always thought the world of that man. And he was always good to me. And his son and I, his name Blake, we were always friends all throughout high school. So I always thought a lot of that family. You see what I'm saying? And I seen him calling me on I had his phone number. And I was like, hello, it's Tanner. He's like, Tanner, it's John. I was like, John, how you doing, buddy? I still remember it was coming down Signal Mountain. If you want to know which mountain I'm talking about, I'll never forget it. And it was on a Thursday. And he was inviting me the following day to come meet him at Taco Yaki in Cleveland to look at this presentation. And I just started laughing, and I said, hey, I appreciate you inviting me. I really do, John. But I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't interested in none of them damn business opportunities that goes on in them whatever meetings like that. You understand what I'm saying to you? Tanner, it ain't like it. He started just blah, 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 try to tell me all about it. And I said, I ain't interested. I said, I appreciate it. He said, please just come listen to it, Tanner. I'll buy you sushi. I said, listen, I'll come up there and I'll eat that sushi. I said, but don't you even get your hopes up at all on me joining nothing. Because I ain't interested, I'm telling you. So if you want to waste your money on feeding me, I'll let you feed me. He said, Tanner, I'll feed you. I just want you to hear this, man. I think it's so cool. I'm like, okay. And I just couldn't believe that I was adamant. I was very clear. I am not interested. You will be wasting your money. But if you insist on me coming up there and giving me some free sushi, I'll come up there and eat it. You know, I like him anyway. So I did just that. Next day, I show up and I'm looking around the room, and here from this town that I live in, I saw some of the wealthiest people in town. And now, they probably didn't know little old Tanner back in 2000. How old was I in 2012? I was 30-year-old. Wow. Damn. Whew, time flies. I was 30-year-old. For some reason, I got choked up thinking about that. Damn, time flies. So I was 30-year-old, and them people didn't know me. I'm the damn guy who crawls across spaces every day. Hell, ain't nothing cool about knowing me. You get what I'm saying? I'm just the fucking hardest ass working motherfucker you ever seen. That's all anybody knew about me. All my pants had holes in them. You get what I'm saying? And I look around that room, and I seen some of the wealthiest people in town. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I'll never forget it. It was just like this right here. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing here? Of course, I wasn't saying this out loud, but I was like, what the fuck is he doing here? What the fuck is he doing here? And I told my buddy, I brought my buddy with me that was working with me. So he actually came, a friend of mine came with me, in addition to my friend that invited me, John. And I was like, dude, these are some of the richest people in town. What the fuck are doing here at this damn thing? So I was just puzzled, and I was immediately intrigued before anything had ever even started because of the personalities that I recognized inside the room that day. And anyhow, presentation starts, and I'm sitting here just like, oh, let's get this fucking over with. And guess what? It's about travel. I love travel. I love going on vacation. I don't know about you. I wish I was on vacation right now. Get what I'm saying? I love going on vacation. My family's best memories are memories we've had on vacation. Different places we've gone to, traveled to, and whatnot. I'm sure you can relate. Well, this damn thing was about travel, and I was just sitting here watching it, and I was like, damn, they were showing some badass trips and stuff. Damn, I was damn mesmerized. And they had this girl doing a presentation. I'll never forget it. I ain't gonna mention her name. Shout out to you if you're watching. But I remember watching her that day on that video, and I thought, damn, if that girl right there is doing this, hell, I know I can do this. Don't ask me why I thought that, but that's what I thought. And it got to the part where it started talking about membership. Okay? And now I'm really intrigued. Remember, I'm the guy the day before. I ain't buying shit. You gonna waste your money. I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, hurry up and get to the damn part about how much this shit costs. And it got to the damn part of how much it cost. And I remember I go ahead and lock my spot. And then as soon as I said that, my buddy that was with me, he goes, lock mine under Tanner. That's what they said, lock my spot. So that was all new terminology to me, but they had just mentioned, you know, if you're interested in locking your spot, just let the person you know that brought you here, whatever. So I said lock my spot. Okay. Listen to this. That was on a Friday. 21 days later. You can look it up if you're friends with me on social media, or if you already know me, then you know it to be true. But 21 days later, I broke that company record and hit their BMW bonus and had it was so funny, everybody always laughed at it because I got a 550i with an M package, and hell, I didn't even know what an M package was. That's what I told everybody. Hell, I did. But damn, it was badass. It was a 2008 550i silver BMW black leather interior with an M package. Dude, it's badass. The V8, it would fly. So anyways, broke the company record. I guess that was a pretty big deal. They started getting me on phone calls. Next thing you know, yours truly is going all over the country, training other people how to build networks. I don't know what else you can call it. And truth be told, I could likely be one of the most introverted people you could ever come in contact with. Done told you, I don't care if I go out here and talk to a soul. I can get my rocks off every now and again doing these live videos with you guys. But notice, other than my buddy W. Beckman here moments ago, I ain't even looked down at those comments. I ain't looking down right now. I don't know who's commented and who ain't. You get what I'm saying? I am focused on what I am doing. I am probably the most self-centered, egotistical, what's that word everybody calls me? Narcissist? Damn, I'm proud of that. When I read the definition of narcissist, and I knew everybody been calling me that my whole life, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm a narcissist. That's the damn biggest compliment anyone could ever give someone, in my opinion, because if you are, you're looking out for you. So with me looking out for me, I went from being a squirrel catching guy, I started letting my buddies do a lot of that work, and I was jet setting across the country all of a sudden, teaching people how to build these networks that I never knew anything about building. Well, how did you know how to do all that, Tanner? Because of one thing. Here's what I understood. Here's what I understand today. That adjustable wrench video that I did a while ago for all of you right here, that's going to speak to who? Let's look at it again. Who's this going to speak to? Let's do a little quick lesson right here and see how smart people are watching. This product right here, who does it speak to? Mechanics, maintenance, people may have maintenance jobs. Somebody that has a service business where they work on equipment like that. The people that it attracts, that's a limited audience, wouldn't you say? Is everyone interested in a crescent wrench, adjustable 18-inch, 2-inch wide mouth gap wrench? Fuck no, they're not, baby. You know they're not. So, is everyone interested in a fucking mousetrap? How many people you think's interested in this? Probably very few. Maybe someone like me that owns a wildlife removal business. That's why I saw value in this, if you want to know the truth about it. And yes, sometimes in the wintertime, I may see a mouse get in my garage from these damn fields around my house. So I will probably use this. But outside of a homeowner or a wildlife removal business owner, that's not really attractable to, or excuse me, my mouth's a little dry. Attractable to everyone. You say that's a limited audience. Chalk that I just showed you. Workout block, that I smear on my hands before deadlifting and stuff. That only appeals to people that train. How many people work out? That's a low percentage in itself. Climbing, the climbing people use it. How many people are members at the climbing gym? Very low. So is the fitness chalk, is this marketable to everybody? No. Fuck, I knocked my coffee over. Not all the way, but I spilt my coffee when I threw that chalk. And that was pretty cool too, because I was like, no, making a point. Anyway, and if you think I'm joking, here's a paper towel, I spilled my fucking coffee. So anyway, are you catching my point? So let's go back to what I was doing in 2012. Is catching fucking animals out of people's houses and businesses. Is that applicable or marketable to everybody? No. It's only marketable to homeowners that are experiencing the problems that I just so happen to be experienced in resolving. You get what I'm saying? So, very limited audience there. You get what I'm saying? Not a lot. So, going back to that meeting, sitting there watching that girl on that screen talk about travel and stuff, If you want to know the real truth, and I ain't never been ashamed to say it, hang on, let me ignore this call. All I was thinking about was how travel can be pitched to anybody. Young, old, guy, girl, black, white. It's across the board. Who wants to go on vacation? Damn. The answer is everybody. And if they don't want to go, you probably don't want to talk to those people. No way. You get what I'm saying? Most everyone you will ever come in contact with will want to go on vacation. So whenever you might be wondering, how did you break that company car record and get that BMW, or I can't even say it, BMW bonus in 21 days? Because I knew what I just said was true. I hadn't even gone on a trip yet in those 21 days. Now, of course I did in the future. Moving forward, I went on all kinds. But in those 21 days, I hadn't even used the product. But I was so excited at the opportunity to have a vehicle that was capable of being presented to the masses, because I knew with my mentality, I have never given a fuck what the masses think. You understand that? Still don't to this day. I ain't looked at how many damn people's viewed this video. Don't give a fuck about that neither. Don't care if it's 7 million. Don't care if it's 7,000. Don't care if it's 5. You get what I'm saying to you? I do what I want to do when I want to fucking do it. That's what I've always done, and that's how I'm going to go into the dirt. I might get cremated. You get what I'm saying though? That's how I'm going to die, folks. This old boy right here can't have no boss. So I've said all of that to say this. If you can relate to any of that mindset, if you're about look crazy like me and can't be told orders from a soul, what I'm getting ready to share with you may be for you. Because what I'm getting ready to share with you right now is what was shared with me back in 2012, that I was a member of myself all the way up until 2020 when the big pandemic shut the travel industry down, right? Okay. What happened after that? My old company got purchased by a new company, right? Without going into much detail, one of our biggest things was products from the Dead Sea. Well, we all know what's been going on over there for the past about year straight, right? So how easy do you think it's been to get our products? So we were already shifting focus and focusing more on the travel industry from the purchase as intended plans had gone from 2012. Now, it had been an uphill battle. You know, we've hit bumps in the road trying to get to where we wanted to go. But this past year has forced focus to now center focus, laser focus, back onto what got me so excited 12 plus years ago. And that was travel. And don't let me lie to you. Are you so excited about travel because you just can't wait to go all these places? I don't give a fuck. I don't give an absolute, goddamn people. I don't give an absolute fuck about going anywhere, to be honest. I will go where my family wants to go. You get what I'm saying? But outside of that, yours truly, I don't give a fuck. So no, your answer, no. I didn't get excited about this because of the trips that I could go on. Do I get excited about that at all? Yes. Don't let me put on no front and say I don't get excited about going on trips. That's not my point. The point is, that's not what got me like, oh wow. What gets me, oh wow, is knowing that I can, what I've already told you, I can talk about this to anybody I choose to talk about it to. Do I talk about it to everyone? Will I talk about it to everyone? No, I won't. I don't talk to hardly anyone for that matter. But I don't mind sharing it with people on an open live stream or inside of a video, just like I'm doing right now, that may attract the right people that I'm looking to attract. You get what I'm saying? You're never a prophet in your own land. So what can you do and what do you got? So if You understand that travel can be pitched to anyone. Okay, you understand that. If you're aware enough, let's speak in realistic numbers, so because everyone can't be included, but if you understand that nearly the entire population would like to either be on vacation right now or have the ability to be planning an exciting vacation for their family right now, they would be doing it. If you could be on vacation right now at anywhere you wanted to be, wouldn't you be there? With the people you love most? I know I would like to be there. So, what I'm getting ready to talk about enables people. That right there. Okay? So, how does it work? 110% best price guarantee. What'd you just say? 110% best price guarantee. BEST. You get what I'm saying? You know what best is, don't you? So, how many of us have done this right here? Oh, we've got to book a hotel somewhere. We're on this website, we're looking. We open another window up, we go to this website, we're looking at this booking engine. It's got it for $2 cheaper. We're at this website. You get the gist of it. By the time we find the cheapest price, we go back to book it, and that damn room's already taken. It ain't even available no more. Okay? How many of you's done that? How many of you have done that with flights? How many of you done that with cruises? How many of you have done that with rental cars? If you could do, look at old Van Vader. It's Vader time! You remember Van Vader? Listen. If you could do the rental cars, if you could do the cruises, if you could do the flights, if you could do the hotels, all in the same place and get the guaranteed best price, wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't that save a lot of time? That's what we got. Where would you do it at? Through yourself. Good question. Because by becoming a member, you get your own personal booking engine that you can, yes, book any hotel, flight, cruise, rental car, what have you. You got it? Whatever you could go to any of them other places and book. Whatever that is, you can book it through yourself. Now, I'm no CPA, but if you have a business inside of the travel industry and you are booking things through your product to enable you to go out and build a testimony to enable you to market your said business, do you know what expenses to the business are called? Well, in my business, again, I'm no CPA, don't let me tell you nothing false, but that's a little thing called deductions. And that's something that you do not have access to if you are drawing a normal paycheck. Okay? And they're taking taxes out of your paycheck every week. Well, you probably ain't getting no deductions when you do your taxes every year, are you? No. Because the only way that you can be enabled to do such legally is to be what? Self-employed. Okay. We got that right here. What does it cost to start your business? Let's just think about my cheapest, listen to this, my cheapest monthly marketing bill that I can think of right now, my cheapest one, is this one Google ad, is $150 a month. Okay, just hold that thought. One. Just as one. I've been paying that every month for a year. I got multiples. That's the cheapest one. You can start what I got right here for $49. Do you know where you can go start a legitimate business today? At the click of a button right here within a few seconds, you could be in business for yourself for $49. Don't got no employees. Don't got no bosses. Don't got no, just freaking management. Oh, you don't got to keep up with all that. You don't got everybody asking you when you gonna get paid. Everything taken care of for you turnkey. You know, I didn't even understand the value of that when I was 30, when I joined. I heard all of that, but I didn't understand because I had never done nothing like this before. And, wow. I'll get lost in thought thinking about it, but it's really a powerful thing at what this vehicle enables a person to do, because now, fast forward 12 plus years, now you're talking to 42-year-old Tanner. Damn, I'll get choked up talking about that shit again. I start thinking about time and how quick it goes. Hell, I'll get damn choked up on that shit. I ain't kidding you neither. So you're talking to 42-plus-year-old Tanner now. And now let me tell you something. They used to say stuff like this right here to me. Tanner, you don't know how much you're helping people, because all them people that you've got out here helping them make an extra $300 to $500 a month for their families. Do you understand that most bankruptcies could be avoided with an extra $300 to $500 a month? And I used to think that was the biggest line of bullshit anybody had ever said to me. I thought they was just pumping me full of damn smoke, trying to get me hyped up to go out here and pitch this product. But I'm going to share with you what I've learned here in just a second. The hard way. Listen to this. I want you to think about this for a minute. Do you understand how much money a person has to have sitting inside the bank in order to earn $300 to $500 a month? Can you understand that? Do the math on it real quick. Hit pause on this video. Google how much money do you have to have in the bank to earn $300 to $500 a month in interest. Okay. Now, back in 2012, I just crawled under houses and caught animals. I've already told you all that stuff, right? You knew my background. One of the people that I was fortunate enough to meet inside of that travel company that I told you about, that I joined in 2012, I don't mind sharing his name because I look up to him still to this day and I ain't talked to him in years. But his name's Chris Mayberry. And Chris Mayberry had over 40 funeral homes at the time, and he had over 40 residential properties. And I would see him at these travel meetings all the time, every single week. And I was always very intrigued, and I was in admiration of a character that was willing to work that hard whenever I understood how much income they were generating elsewhere, as they didn't really need that income. Get what I'm saying? So I recognized that. And I'll never forget, one day I asked him, I said, out of all them properties you got, how many of them things are paid for? And he goes, none of them. And oh, poor-minded Tanner that you're listening to right now, that never knew anything about anything, that never had anyone teach them a single thing about assets, I couldn't believe the words that just come out of his mouth. How can a person own 40-something funeral homes, 40-something properties, and not own a single one free and clear? I was so puzzled. I'll never forget him smiling at me because he knew I was ignorant. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a damn factual statement. I was ignorant. I had never been educated. I didn't know. I'll tell you right now, I didn't know. You won't be like, oh, you fucking stupid. You didn't know. You fucking straight. I was stupid and didn't know. That's what it was. And he said, you need to learn the difference in good debt and bad debt. And I was like, a lot of fucking help that was, maybe. And he could tell, I guarantee he could tell by looking at me, he knew that didn't help me none, because hell, he just lost me. What the fuck, good debt and bad debt? Fucking debt's sin. You ain't supposed to be in no fucking debt. That's the way I was raised up. He said, you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? And I was like, who the fuck's Robert Kiyosaki? He said, Robert Kiyosaki, Tanner, get the book. So I got on Amazon, I ordered that damn book by Robert Kiyosaki on my, I had the Kindle app. Damn, I started reading that book that day. Dude, nobody ever told me none of that shit, guys. and girls, men, women. Nobody ever taught Tanner that shit. So, one thing about Tanner that I can say, and I'm Tanner, I'm talking about myself here. One thing I'll say about me, you gotta be careful what you show me. Because if I ever understand what you just showed me, there ain't no stopping me. And it don't matter what it is. Again, it's right here. I can't explain it. If I get it in here that I'm going to do it, and the damn understanding light bulb goes off, I lose all my brakes. I ain't got no brakes. I'm out of control. I'm the fucking damn ball of wildfire. Everybody's just like, God dang it. They've seen me do it. Everybody knows right now I'm kind of just sitting idle doing these damn videos that you see me doing and stuff. But what gets me really excited is what we're talking about right here. Because now, after he taught me what I just told y'all, what he had shared with me about the good debt and bad debt and what I learned about reading about Robert Kiyosaki, I put it to use. I started applying that. And I started accruing assets myself back in 2017. Now, I don't even want to get into all that detail. I'm not the one to brag on all that shit. You don't hear me say none of that stuff. I ain't trying to, oh, let me teach you. No. That ain't the deal. But I'm going to share with you something right here. Listen close. Right now. I can hit end on this video, dial the phone number, and it's going to be hard for me to find any property right now worth a shit for under $200,000 a door. Everybody understand that? Anybody knows anything about real estate? To purchase a property for $200,000, I have to pay what percent down? Does anyone know? 20%. That's $40,000, right? So, I have to cough up $40,000. That's gone. Finance $160. What's that payment going to be today? $1,300 probably, I'm guessing. Anybody know? 160 grand? I'm guessing $1,300 a month, right? Let's say you're lucky enough to rent that door. That's a pretty nice property you just got for $1,500 a month. Okay, pretty realistic number. $1,500. You got probably about $1,300 a month mortgage. You got insurance. You got taxes. You got maintenance. You get what I'm saying? So there is no way that a person is buying a $200,000. I haven't put it on paper, but I think it's a safe statement to say that right now, there's no way purchasing a $200,000 door, renting it via then at $1,500 a month, that a person's cash flowing at the end of an annual term. There's no way. There's no way. The only way you're going to get your money back out of that deal is the appreciation, going up over years, seeing that you can maintain that inside of your portfolio for the upcoming years. I said all of that to say this. Is that kind of giving you a glimpse of how hard it is to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month in the real estate world or in the rental game world right now? See what I'm saying? And do you got the 40 grand sitting in your bank account right now? You might have 40 grand, but do you got 40 grand that you can cut loose of? That it ain't going to affect you at all to lose that money? And then not make no money? Likely have to come out of pocket multiple times throughout the year? You get what I'm saying? I'm being real with you guys here. I got a pretty decent portfolio myself, and I'm just sharing with you. It ain't the easiest thing in the world after management, maintenance, taxes, insurance, and mortgage to cash flow $300 to $500 a month per door. You better listen close. Am I doing it on some doors? Yes. Some are better than others. Are people doing it? Yes. Is it easy to do? Fuck no. That's what I'm saying. Fuck no, it's not easy to do. So, and again, the requirements in order to hop in that vehicle and do that is about a minimum of $40,000, okay? I just took these notes. Excuse me. Give me just a second. I just took these notes right before I came in here and went live. To make $500 a month with this vehicle right here, all you've got to do is grow a network of 50 people. 25 on your left team, 25 on your right team. Do you yourself have to put in all 50 of those people? No, you do not. You may only put in 2 people. One on your left team, one on your right team. They share the idea with their friends who also like going on vacation, and they want to join, who then in turn share it with their friends, and so on and so forth, and your network grows to 25, I don't want to tell you a lie, 25 left, 25 right. I wrote all this down so I made sure I was telling you the right thing. I want to be able to stand on anything that I say right here inside this video. 25 left, 25 right. Once again, that is $500 monthly coming into you. Now, is it difficult to grow a network of 50 people? I guess it depends on your network. That's going to all depend on the person and personality type. Because I have seen people do it in under a week's time. I have done it myself in astonishing times. And did I know all of those people myself? No. A little past experience for real numbers' sake, okay? Remember, the pandemic shut down the travel industry. Before it had shut down the travel industry, inside of our old travel plan, I had shared that particular plan with just over 60 of my friends who had chosen to get involved, and that was over the span of almost 9 years, okay? Hang on, I gotta slide this over. I had shared that, again, and had just over 60 people join over the span of almost 9 years, okay? So when you do the math, it wasn't like I was signing up all these different people myself. You see what I'm saying? Only, I think it was 63 or 64. I don't want to tell you a lie. 63, just over 60, okay? Under 70, I know. That had grown, at the time the travel industry got hit, to more than 700 people. Now, that may not be that impressive to you, but to little old Tanner, I still can't believe that happened, okay? So, if we're looking at it as an investment, I'm more than 10x'd my opportunity. I guess that's a safe statement there. So anyways, this idea can grow at speeds in which I have never seen, all because of how easily it is to share the idea. Again, you can share it with anyone. And then outside of travel, okay, if they don't want to go on vacation, most everyone wants to make some extra money. Right now we need to. I need to. I got a thing from my friggin' insurance just 2 days ago. January 1st, they're moving it up from like $762 a month to $900 and like, I think it's $917.75 a month. Damn, it makes me sick. So I'm already thinking like, well, there's that much. See, I get shit like that. I'm like, well, there's that much more money I got to create. So, can all of you relate to that? You know, costs keep going up, but our paychecks don't typically keep going up with it. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like it gets harder and harder to survive. So, you know, I can't speak for you. I don't want to put no words in nobody's mouth. I ain't speaking for nobody, but for this old boy right here, my ears have always been open to ways I can make extra money. Again, my ears have to be open to ways in which that I can earn extra money for my family, because in business, as we all know, we don't ever know which one's hitting and missing for this month. You see what? None of them are just going to the moon all the time. All of my different endeavors, some are better than others, across the whole year. It all washes out in the end, and hopefully you come out to the good and show a profit. You see what I'm saying? So all I wanted to do, and hopefully I've been able to achieve it inside of this video, is just share a couple of actual ways in which anyone that has a cell phone and an internet connection and the ability to speak to generate extra income for yourself or your family. Maybe you don't have a family, but maybe you just want to make extra money. And then, how much money can you make? Let me read you something that got me excited a minute ago, right? Because just think, we got two teams, left and right. That's it. You get paid money every time someone joins and becomes a member of your business, okay? So you get commissions every single time, $100 per member. So, but just hold up though. I like that monthly residual money, that money that keeps on coming. That's what gets me excited. So let me share with you a little bit about what gets me excited. When that network of people that like going on vacation and are open to the idea of earning some extra income for their family as well, grows to the size of 5 people on your left and 5 people on your right, you yourself begin earning $50 monthly residual income. I've got properties that I don't make that on some months. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. Once that network of people grows to 10 on the left and 10 on the right, you start earning $200 monthly. Now that may not seem like a lot of money to you, but let me share with you something. $200 a month extra on top of all the money you are currently already making enables you to start having a few options. And if you don't want an extra $200 a month, well, I can't relate to that, because I want it. I want all the extra $200 a month that this old boy can get. Once that network of people grows to 25 on the left and 25 on the right, listen to this, $500 a month. We already talked about it, but I just want to refresh your mind. 25 left, 25 right, $500 a month. Did you put all of those people inside of that network? You could have only put 2 of them inside there. You get what I'm saying? And they shared it, and you get what I'm saying. But when it gets to let me see, I don't want to skip a line, because it goes, it goes, the next level from 25 is 50-50. That's $1,000 a month. 100, 2,000 a month. 250, 5,000 a month. Remember, my old one grew bigger than that. 500, mine almost grew to that. That's $10,000 a month right there. Now, I don't know about you, but I could certainly use all the extra 6 figures plus a year that I can get. 1,000, 20,000 a month. 2,000, $36,000 a month. And now, are you listening, folks? If that network was to happen to grow to 5,000, that is $85,000 a month, not counting any weekly commissions. Do you understand what this vehicle gives you the access to achieve? Okay? Keyword there, access. There is no guarantees. It is all based on effort. I just shared with you my actual results from the past. 60-something personal membership sales turned into more than 700. Okay? There are people that have way better stories to tell than myself. All that I can say for certain is it's possible. And if you're the type of person that keeps their income options open, and you too are interested in earning an extra $200 a month, $500 a month, $1,000+ a month, it's possible. And get with me. I will send you a link. I'm going to end this video. I will post segments from this video. If you have a problem contacting me, just try to private message me here on this platform. And once I see your message, I will respond. I appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to each of you inside of that next video.